Frieren never imagined she'd end up as a wanted criminal. There was her portrait, plastered alongside a bunch of hardened criminals. They stripped her of her clothes and dragged her off to the mines to work off her debt, a minimum sentence of 300 years. 29 years after the hero's passing, Frieren and her companions arrived at Norm, a city in the northern plateau. The place served as the region's main transportation hub, where the Norm Merchant Guild wielded considerable influence. Frieren warned everyone to keep a low profile and not cause any trouble. The moment they entered the city to register, the clerk kept staring at her, then glanced down at a wanted poster on his desk. There was Frieren's face, right next to a lineup of wanted criminals. Before long, they found themselves summoned to the guild headquarters. The guildmaster, Norm, got straight to the point. He demanded that Frieren settle the debts the hero's party had racked up 80 years ago.
フリーレン様、借金なんてしていたんですか？ちょっとね。
Frieren pulled out everything. She had a grand total of 23 gold coins. She even proudly mentioned that since the previous guild master had done her favors back in the day, they could call it even. The guild master paused, then informed her that the amount fell woefully short. Next thing she knew, they'd stripped her of all her clothes and confiscated her luggage as collateral. She turned to her companions and announced that their journey together had come to an end. Before she could finish her goodbyes, two intimidating men approached. Fern and Stark backed away nervously. Goodbye, Fern and Stark. Take care of yourselves, Frieren said as they hauled her away. The two had no choice but to figure out how to buy her freedom. After checking with the local lord, they discovered that with 80 years of compounding interest, the debt had ballooned to over 500 gold coins, completely beyond their means. Meanwhile, miner Frieren had already reached the mine site. Several grim-faced miners gathered around her, but things didn't play out as expected. Her job wasn't actually to dig. She floated into the air, chanting an incantation. A powerful gust swept through the entire mine shaft, extinguishing all the torches. When the spell ended, Frieren indicated which direction they should dig. Now that the miners knew the right direction, they could get to work. Turned out the Lord had gone to all this trouble tracking down Frieren just to locate the silver deposits. The previous guild master had originally been a nobleman exiled to the northern plateau. On that barren, desolate land, he'd single-handedly built up the Norm Merchant Guild and became a hero throughout the northern plateau. He'd even provided unlimited support to the heroes party back when nobody else believed in them. The current guild master knew this history well. He had his reasons. Monster attacks had brought trade to a near standstill, and the guild's military forces had suffered over 30% casualties, but with sufficient funding, the guild could bounce back. When he learned that Frieren had returned to the territory, he immediately thought of that old IOU. Finding the silver mine would generate massive profits enough to wipe out all the debts from 80 years ago.